Welcome back to the Live Guys, the psychotic live of live. My name's Live, and we're live. Live. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing on this glorious, fantastic, beautiful Friday evening? In the middle of freezing January. I'm not sure where you are. Where I am, it's cold. The other day, we woke up. It was 7 degrees, and I found out from a good buddy of mine that it was actually colder than some spots of Alaska. So, yeah. Let's see who we got over here in the live. But before we do that, I hope that everybody gives a nice round of applause to my beautiful wife behind the scenes, Miss Amy. Well, hello, Amy. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Everybody, please say hello to Amy as well. She is remarkable, and I really could not do any of these lives without her. She has stepped her technology game up, and we got some new features coming. But speaking of new features, before I say hello to everybody, make sure that you check out how to be a YouTube member. We have just reached the double digits, maybe not just, but we reached the double digits of our YouTube membership. And depending on the level of membership, you get customized emojis, customized badges next to your name. You also get special members-only chats and VC sections of our Discord. Plus, you'll be getting, depending on the level, a members only live once a month. So just wanted to go ahead and mention that. We'll be talking about it a little bit later in the live as well. So let's see who we got here. We got LH Hunts. We got the Real Nozzles, That Spirit fan. Well, hello. Wacky's Productions is here. He says it's below zero. Dat Halloween person's in the house. Maddox, I remember you. Maddox is here. A Jemmy Collector is here. Eder Satchel Hunts is here. Mario Sonic Freddy is here. You didn't add Link or Mega Man to your name? Mario Sonic Freddy. Horror Freak is here. How you doing, Horror Freak? Wicked Weatherman is in the house. Kayla is in the house. She says, "Hi, Savannah!" Unnerving Films is here. Hunter J. Rika is here. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Or is it Dricka? Hunter Dricka. GMD Haunts is in the house. Halloween Enthusiast is here. Halloween Haunt 1 is here. Connor Haunts is here. Drax Haunts is here. Wacky's Productions is here. Creepy Rising Doll is here. Holy moly, didn't know you had fingers to type. That's pretty cool. Nox is here. Crystal Keeper is here. 2 Viral J Forever is here. OG1 Laurel is here. Eclipse 25 is in the house. Halloween Collector is here. Bobby K is in the house. Animatronic Guy is in the house. Brody Pankowski is here. House of Nuts says it snowed all day for us. It didn't snow here, but PJ Lewis is here. She says, "Hi, amazing, amazing. Jade and the Haunter 1213 is here, and he's dropping the. Oh, what emoji is that? I can't even see. Oh, some kind of like tea or drink emoji or something. William Gaming is in the house. Spirit Hollows is here. Says yo. TD Halloween says, "Hi, how was your day? My day is going great." We have an unboxing today. You guys can't see, but right below my left hand is a box. What are we going to be unboxing, you ask? Great question. Amy, do you want to tell these folks what we're going to be unboxing today?
I sure can. It is
Wait!
Oh my gosh.
Let's get into something else before we talk about it.
Man, let me ask you something.
You want to know something about me? Ask me. I'm right here. What you want to know?
Amy is quick on the trigger today, especially after I just said, oh, she's amazing at the technology. She's pushing buttons she doesn't need to push. First, I was going to talk about the Halloween Party Expo.
You want to talk about that first?
I do. It's right around the corner.
Yep, next week.
And the Trick or Trio is going to be covering it. So let me also say that while that's happening, we will be premiering another episode of the Trick or Trio podcast. If you are not subscribed, please go subscribe. We have it on YouTube, but you can also get it on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or is it Apple Music? Apple Podcast. Anywhere you stream anything, you can get it. You can also go to Buzzsprout and become a Buzzsprout member to help out the podcast, to bring amazing guests. And this next guest that we're going to have, I'm really excited for because it is the special effects director of multiple movies, but specifically Terrifier 2. So we go into detail with him. His name is Josh. We go into much detail, and we ask the hard-hitting questions that, frankly, no other podcast can, nor will, nor should. So, think about that. But it's a very, very, very amazing and actually a little bit longer podcast because we dive into all of the details. Tyler G and I really enjoyed this particular episode. I feel like each episode that we are dropping is just getting better and better. My chemistry with Tyler on the podcast is just like perfection, or as close as perfection as possible. He knows when to ask questions. I know when to ask questions. And the type of questions that we asked specifically on this episode were pretty detailed. So if you're interested in special effects, if you're interested in the Terrifier series, you're interested in horror movies, or you're interested in hearing me talk a lot, which you probably are, seeing how you're on this live right now, make sure that you tune in to the next episode. Again, it is the Trick or Trio podcast. All right, Amy, do we want to go ahead and get into our Q&A?
Yes, we should.
Here we go.
Man, let me ask you something.
You want to know something about me? Ask me. I'm right here. What you want to know?
Alrighty, so Amy is going to go ahead and present some questions. You can ask your questions. The best way to do it is to @the Psychotic Circus of Savannah, but realistically, to 100% guarantee your question gets answered, you can always send a super chat. And that super chat for today's episode is going to be going to Savannah's heating bill. Because like I said, it was 7 degrees, freezing, and I have 8 people in my house. I almost said 7. 8 people in my house that I have to keep warm, as well as 4 cats and 3 little doggy dogs. So, all right, Amy, let's get with some questions.
All right. The first question is from Ascend, and it says, do you think we are getting Expo leaks tomorrow, since Morris said they are setting up their booth tomorrow?
Yes, I do think that we will start seeing Expo leaks. I'm not sure if it will be tomorrow, but very soon. However, I also think that we're not really going to get Halloween Expo leaks the way that I had dropped it a while back, with super duper clarity cotton 4K HD. I imagine it's going to be somebody with a cell phone trying to sneak some vid out, probably have 450,000 watermarks on it, and will probably hopefully not have some kind of slur written across it. So I hate when people do that. It's stupid and just ruins everything for the community. So next question.
All right. This isn't a question, but Unnerving Films.
Unnerving. Oh my gosh, unnerving.
Tomorrow is my birthday. Please shout me out.
Well, Unnerving, happy birthday to Unnerving. Unnerving Films, happy birthday, coming directly from the Psychotic Circus of Savannah. All right, what do we got next?
Next question is Oz Creates and says, "What's in the box?"
What's in the box?
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, we will. However, I will say that this is probably going to be an animatronic that I read the instructions on. I have not taken it out of the box yet, and I've never, ever set up an animatronic like this. Personally, I haven't. So, great question. Too bad you didn't get an answer. All right, what's next?
All right. Next question is from Drax Hans and said, "If you are going to Transworld, what booths will you be excited about most? And for the professional companies, what will you be expecting?"
So, I will be going to Transworld, and so will Amy, and we will be there with a group of other haunters / YouTubers. I am always excited for what do they call it? The Dark Zone, Amy?
Yes.
The Dark Zone. Usually that's where Scare Factory is set up. I heard they're bringing like 2.5 truckloads this year, which is more than what they normally bring. However, right now their PR is not going the best. There's a lot of people, including a news report that came out, calling Scare Factory, is it Scare Factory? Mm-hmm. Calling them Scam Factory. Oh, God. People talking about not getting their stuff after almost a year since the last purchase, so or since they purchased it. So, but I'm still always excited to see that. Last year there was also a company, and I wish I remembered the name off the top of my head, that had an elevator that was made, and they also have a really cool. It's like a meat grinder that you would see at a butcher shop, but there's a human that can go inside, and they just literally get ground up, and it sprays you full of blood. I'm always interested in seeing what Distortions has. However, I will say this, the Distortions booth is always so packed that I usually go by really quick and don't really get to see everything the way that I want to, because there's always a billion people standing right there. I will also be looking at the Immortal Masks booth, which I own 2 Immortal Masks. I always love looking at their masks. I'll be looking at the CFX booth, which is also silicone masks. I'll be looking at Mortal Remains booth, which they were on the podcast last season, and they created the big smoke ring that shot through the Transworld air last year. And it was really fun. I have one of those smoke ring things. And very, very, very excited about that. And then, of course, I want to see what Morris throws out this year. And also the free Dippin' Dots. There's a whole bunch of great booths. I love looking at the Froggy's Fog's booth. Froggy's Fog last year had a gun that shot out a big billow of fog, and it was amazing. There's so many booths that have such good pieces. The problem is that I always end up spending money that I really don't need to, and then like there's a mallet over here to my right hand side that I never even used, and it costs hundreds of dollars. So maybe I'll just get some shirts. Amy, what do you think? Shirts?
We'll see when we get there.
Oh, I also wish that Morris Costumes started doing cash and carry again. They used to, where you can go and say, hey, I want that prop. You'd pay for it at the end of Transworld. You'd be able to pick up that prop. And for some reason, the last 2 or 3 years, they've stopped doing that, which completely sucks, because like last year, I don't think we got animatronics from them until, was it August or September or something? Amy, do you remember?
I do not remember.
So, yeah, that part. All right, what's next?
Oh.
Take off the hat.
I didn't mean to click on that one. All right, this is from Oz Creates and said, if we send you mail to your P.O. box, will you unbox it on your lives?
Yep, we sure will. Actually, the wall that you see behind me, I was looking down here to see what else, because we've started to slowly or quickly run out of room for the fan mail. I do hang all of the art pieces, some of the really thoughtful letters and cards, which for some reason this looks all washed out, so you can't really see everything that's over here. But actually, let me see something real quick. Is that a little better? Not really. All right. But, like this one, I can see that the artist that did this piece wrote how many subs we had on our channel at that time, and it was 3.7 thousand. But if it's artwork, it will go on this wall. Sooner or later, I will start taking down these posters and this poster. This poster. And put up more fan art. So the answer was yes.
All right, next question is from the Halloween Hooligan, and it says, will you be taking pictures with fans? I would love to get one with you.
We only charge $714.86. Nah, dude, of course. We always take pictures with you guys. I don't consider you guys fans. So if you consider yourself a fan, cool. But I like to call our clique, our group, our gang, I like to call you guys carnies, right? So we take pictures with carnies of all ages. I've had people in their 70s take a photo with us, and I've had a 3-year-old take a picture with us. So yes, we will always. All you have to do is come up and say hi. Remember that we are just humans, so there's no reason to be intimidated, I guess. Some people say that they're intimidated coming and approaching me, I think because they find out that I'm much taller and fatter in real life. But come and say hi. It'd be awesome.
All right. Let's see. Sorry, I saw a few questions, but they're like going really fast here.
You can just choose one.
Okay. How do you say that?
I say OG1 Laurel. Don't know if it's right, but
Hopefully that's right.
do you like Bouncy the Clown from Poison Props? Yeah, Bouncy the Clown. Bouncy the Clown is pretty cool. So yes, I do. I don't know if I would ever buy a Poison prop, especially because we are running out of room with our animatronics. That's part one. Part two, because we won't be having a haunt. We'll only be doing a display. And part three, because there's no guarantee that Poison Props... Oh, no, Poison Props, yes. Poison Props is amazing. I was still thinking a Scare Factory. But the first two.
All right. Maddox Haunts said, remember when we were both eating Velveeta?
Velveeta shells and cheese. Yep. Matter of fact, there is going to be a new shirt coming out. A Savannah shirt that looks like a box of Velveeta shells and cheese. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Probably be seeing that sometime this weekend.
Here we go.
You're clicking a lot.
I
Amy,
know.
So.
It's going really fast.
Okay.
Creepy Rising Doll is saying, if you could make an animatronic, what company would you sell it to?
Great question. If I could make an animatronic, what company would I sell it to? Well, it would be a big box company, because you obviously would be able to sell more of it and be able to get out there a little bit better than having it as an online only type of thing. So with that, it would be Lowe's, Home Depot, Party City, or Spirit. Now, of those four, I'm I know, or I believe that Home Depot sells the most animatronics, like, out there. However, I believe that people purchase more animatronics from Spirit. Party City has really been a super contender the last year or so, and I think people have been sleeping on them. And Lowe's has really been stepping up their game with pneumatic props and things of that nature. So I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. It'd be one of those four, though. I can promise you that. But I'm not sure. Not sure. Great question. Holy crap. I'm going to have to think about that in a real way.
All right. Next question is from LH Hunts and says, are you selling your custom animatronics?
So, probably some of them. The problem with when you customize an animatronic, and this is something that the Wicked Makers were also saying on our podcast, is that, like, you guys can kind of see the arm over here of my Terrifier prop. The thing about certain animatronics that you make is that they are great if they're being utilized the way that you are utilizing them, right? Like, so the custom ones that I make, which I have a Rotten Ronald McDonald behind the camera, I have Shaggy, Two Dope, and Violent J of the Insane Clown Posse behind the camera, and I have Art the Clown from Terrifier over here to my left. The thing about those props is I never tear them down because the way that their heads are, they're a foam-filled mask, and I have to have that foam-filled head. If you keep removing it and adding it and removing it and adding it, it'll start eating up that foam. I don't want to worry about the heads no longer staying on to the prongs that are being held via the head and vice versa. So I'm not sure, especially because they are one of one animatronics as well. And each one of them are near and dear to my heart. Art the Clown, because he is very, very, very closely, if not my favorite horror icon, then my second favorite horror icon. The Insane Clown Posse, because if you did not see our Insane Clown Posse videos, go check those out, because that'll give you the answers why. And then the Ronald McDonald, because that was a kind of a partnership between myself and a couple of carnies named Chris and Sophia, who kind of gave me the idea, gave me some of the stuff to solidify how his look would be. Even though they have one as well. Mine is a bit different, as mine has movement in the arm with a meat tenderizer, which I'm not sure if we've ever really shown on the channel. So I might have to do that soon. So I'm not sure, but thanks for the question. I will be selling other animatronics, though. I know that much. So.
All right. Next is Halloween Hangout, and he says, I'm planning on something pretty big involving you. It probably won't happen for a while, but it's going to be awesome. How would you feel if you got a free animatronic?
Dude, I would always love a free animatronic. So any animatronics that we have received that have been gifts will be ones that we will not sell.
Your donation calls for a celebration.
Will be animatronics we will not sell. They're gifts. I'm not interested in selling something that was given to me. I hold those near and dear to my heart. The animatronics that we will sell will be animatronics that I've purchased that, frankly, we just don't have enough room for. So, and ones that I don't want to say I really don't like, because I did sell Clowning Around, and I absolutely love Clowning Around, but I was able to get a pretty penny for Clowning Around. But like Mr. Punchy, he could go. Well, I have a whole list. Way too many animatronics, I'll tell you that much.
All right. We did get a super chat. This is from Jason Barr King Dice.
Hey, thank you for the super chat.
What do you get anymore? Spirit Halloween or any more Halloween animatronics?
What do you get any more Spirit Halloween or any more Halloween Animatronics? I think what you're asking is, would I be getting any more Spirit Halloween animatronics or any Halloween animatronics? And the answer is yes. We're still always going to do unboxings. We're still always going to see what's out there, and I'll still collect. It will just become probably a rotation of animatronics. Now, still to this point, I've only sold 2 animatronics. I sold Dark Jester a while back, not even really an animatronic, and Clowning Around. So, you know, I want to be able to showcase my animatronics, and I love all my clown animatronics, but it's also like gotten to a point where I can't display them all, so they just kind of sit in a box, which sucks. And so yes, we will still be getting animatronics. We will still be doing unboxings and reviews and things of that nature. I just can't promise how many years and years and years I will be keeping those animatronics. But I owe you a song for
And
that
also,
$5 super chat.
Quick, we did have a new subscriber, Mighty.
Morphin Power Rangers?
I forgot. It was Mighty Minion, I think.
Mighty Minion, new subscriber. Right on. Thank you, Mighty Minion. But first, we got to do a song for Jason Bar King Dice. If you're new to the channel or new to the live, every super chat, I sing a stupid song that usually makes no sense. It's about 10 seconds long, and it will be about either your username, your question, or just some silly nonsense. So, all right, let's go. Jason Bar King Dice. Let me think about this real quick. All right, here we go. Jason Bar, he's the Dice King. And he's nice and he really likes icing on a cake. Jason Barr, he is nice and he's eating icing in Iceland. Jason Barr. There you go, Jason Barr. Jason Barr King Dice. Dice King.
All right, next up. Happy Checkers. How do you store your animatronics? I mean, where do you put them?
Great question. So we have 1, 2, technically 3 attics in our house, and we have a huge walk-in closet as well as behind the camera in the studio. So probably about 10 feet by 15 feet and about 6 feet tall are a bunch there. There's a bunch in this little mini bunch in this little mini door right here, and then we have another mini door and a walk-in closet where we store them all. But great question. We also make sure for any animatronics that you do store, and this was one thing I wish I would have said to Wicked Makers, because they talked about some of their animatronics that they put in a shed outside, and that the heat had caused some of that glue to melt based off of the stuff that they remake. Make sure that you're storing your animatronics in... God damn, that scared the shit out of me! That terrified me.
I'm dying.
That scared the crap out of me. Did you see me jump?
Whoa! Your donation calls for a celebration.
Amy's in tears right now. Did you see me jump? Wicked Weatherman says, guess it's a pneumatic prop unboxing. You're right! Oh my god, that's scary. Like, literally, my heart is beating out of my chest right now. It's an air compressor over to my right that I thought was turned off. Turns out it's not. Oh my god. Holy crap. That was terrifying.
Oh my god.
That scared the crap out of me. You know that's going to make its rounds too. I can already tell that somebody Spooky News said I screen recorded that.
I'm crying so bad.
Scared the crap out. I don't even remember what the question was. Scared the crap out of me. I know that much. I know we had another super chat that came through as well. What was it? I don't even remember what I was answering.
I don't know either.
I was saying make sure that you put your animatronics in a climate-controlled location. So it either has heat or AC. Because if you leave it in a shed or in a garage, the heat and the cold air will essentially ruin your animatronics. So just make sure that they are in some kind of climate control. Amy is not going to be able to shake this off and move on. All right, what's the next question? We had a super chat.
Yes, this is a super chat from Saucy Skunk, $4.99, and said, "Hey Savannah, have you ever thought of doing a commercial haunt? Also, what animatronics would you like to see in 2024?"
So I did used to think of doing a commercial haunt, and I would always love to help build or act in a commercial haunt. However, I would never want to run my own commercial haunt anymore after what happened with our haunt last year. I'm legit terrified of running a haunt at this point, unless maybe I would do a commercial haunt if the fire department and the fire chief were able to go out there and say, hey, you need an emergency exit here. It would help me quite a bit. But I'm still terrified of what happened last season. And it's if you guys don't know, our haunted house caught on fire on live, actually. So, and we're still feeling some of those effects. We still have repairs that have yet to be completed by our contractor. So, yeah. But great question. And Saucy Skunk, with that $4.99 super chat, you get a song. And the song is going to be about me being terrified of an air compressor.
Oh my god.
My pants are now a messer because of the air compressor. Saucy Skunk. I looked just like a punk. I swear I had to jump because of an air compressor. But I do want to say, also, congratulations. We are going to celebrate your first super chat on any live. Your very first super chat on any live was ours. Super blessed for that. Thank you so much, Saucy Skunk.
All right, next question is Bobby K. Would you be interested in seeing a headbanger zombie clown reskin?
Sure. Yeah, I guess. As long as it's still a clown, then yeah. Wait, wasn't there a question that we had that was like, what animatronics do you wish to be seeing next year?
That was one, yeah.
And I don't think I answered it. I think that's when I got scared. I want to see more pneumatic animatronics. I want to see more servo animatronics. I want to see more scare animatronics. There's a lot of animatronics that we receive year after year after year that are just like... I want to see stuff that pushes the envelope of technology being used. Like, for some reason, Peekaboo Clown had LCD eyes that weren't just eyeballs looking around. Then we never get another animatronic like that again. And like the servos, I hope we get more servo heads with the facial expressions like Home Depot had. But we'll we'll see about that. I want more pneumatic props, like Lowe's, where it's just a plug and play. Hopefully that won't scare the crap out of you, but will scare the crap out of other people. And I also want to see classic characters. I want to see more Frankenstein props. I want to see more traditional mummy props. I want to see a really dope Dracula prop. I want to see if we're going to do a 12-foot, give me a Killer Clowns from Outer Space Clownzilla prop would be amazing. I'd like to see a Pale Girl prop. I don't necessarily want to see a Terrifier prop because I've made one. But if it comes out, great. But a Pale Girl prop from Terrifier 2 would be awesome. So, yeah. Yeah, there we go.
I have a question.
Okay.
Did you turn off the air compressor?
I did.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah, I did. I also turned off my heart beating.
All right, do we want to get into the next thing?
You want to ask 2 more questions?
Okay. Let's see. Next question. There's been so many. Oh, this one.
OG1 lore. Are you going to sell your Tooth Fairy Clown animatronic?
No, I will not. That was a gift from Chris and Sophia, and I will not be selling anything that were gifts. So that one I will not sell. However, it is freaking terrifying. Probably, in my opinion, tied with the Terrifier prop I made. It would probably be my favorite custom animatronic. So I would not sell that one.
All right, this is a great question. Grim Productions said, would you ever consider doing a haunted trail or an indoor haunt?
That's not what that says.
Oh, over.
Amy can't read.
I can read. I'm dyslexic.
Amy, you completely make up words at times. Grim Productions. I would think about it, but to be honest, I don't usually feel like haunted trails are as scary as indoor haunts. However, I do also, like, to a degree they're safer, because if there was something that happened like what happened at our haunt last year, then people could just run anywhere and not really have to worry about getting burned to a crisp. But also, like, there's sticks and rocks and people walking around tripping, and it's a little less controlled, and also it's a bit less decorative, in my opinion. Now, I would say that what I would always, like, I've always wanted to do, and I've always wanted to go to, but I haven't actually, I don't think ever have gone to one, is I would like to see a full corn maze that is haunted with, like, legit dead ends, and just you may go in, and if you know the path or you've figured out the path, you might be in and out in 10 minutes. And if you don't, you might be in there for 45. Like, that's what I want, is like, I want to see a full corn maze. And hopefully later this year, when Amy and I travel the country to visit different haunted houses, hopefully we can get to see one of those. And we will be, when we travel the country to see haunted houses, we will obviously bring it to the channel, and hopefully can see some of your haunted houses. So
Home haunts, right? Not haunted, not pro haunts, right?
I'm okay with doing both. I'm okay with seeing home haunts and haunted houses, like pro haunts, but preferably it would be home haunts, because, to be honest, I feel like home haunts are a bit more creative. You have to be more creative and, in my opinion, and to make things scary. And a lot of pro haunts are, hey, here's an expensive animatronic we bought, another expensive animatronic. I like scare actors more than props when it comes to a haunted house. I think, only used, like, for scare purposes, one animatronic for a scaring purpose in our haunt. And everything else was, if it was an animatronic, it was just for like a background scene. We put a lot of emphasis on actors. So, yeah, great question.
All right, so I wanted to say something. I think for our 12-hour stream that we do for April 1st.
We are not plugging in an air compressor, I'll tell you that much.
That would be amazing.
Nope, we're
Mel.
not doing that.
Okay.
Is that what your idea was?
Yes.
You're insane. No, that's not going to happen. Not doing it. That's not, first off, wasn't fun. And was also very loud and annoying. So, yeah. All right, what do you want to talk about next, Amy? You want to talk about, what?
Let's see. Oh, you want to do the members thing? And you want to explain it?
Sure. First, let's go ahead and say thank you to all of our members. You want to go ahead and pull up that that effect here? And is my mic still rolling for this? Mm-hmm. Cool. So I want to say thank you to everybody who is a member of the Psychotic Circus of Savannah, and that just went away. Wow. Hey, we got a black box there, Amy.
All right, it's not coming back up.
Can we pull it back up? I didn't even get to say everybody's name. I didn't get to say one person's name.
All right, hold on.
Hold on to what, babe? How am I going to hold on here? All right. So these are our 3 levels of members here for the channel. We have the jokesters, the jesters, and the carnies. And depending on the level that you pledge to the channel, you can get different benefits like customized emojis, customized stickers, member-only live chats where we will be playing games and just having a good time. You can get discounted Wait, did we do discounted merchandise? I know we talked about it. I don't know. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. If not, we probably will. And then also exclusive chats in the Discord where only members can jump in there. So you won't have to worry about being spammed by 48,000 pictures of SpongeBob, unless I'm the one doing it. So, but thank you so much to everybody. Maddox Hans, who was our first member, the Halloween King. Thank you to Golden Embers. Thank you to OG1 Laurel. Thank you to Halloween Enthusiast, Glingus Haunts, Jaden the Haunter, Wicked Weatherman, Dat Halloween Person, and Brick Thunder. All of you guys are near and dear to our heart, and you will be getting shout outs every live and every video. So if you want to become a member, all you have to do is when you click the $ button in the chat or on any video where you comment, if you click that, there is a button that you can click that says membership. And you can go ahead and purchase a membership for yourself. And then there is also membership gifting. So if you ever want to give a membership to somebody else, you can go ahead and do that as well, which is pretty freaking neat. So again, thank you to the carnies, the jokesters, and the jesters. We appreciate you guys. Do we want to talk about all the events that we're going to be going to, Amy?
Yep.
Does that sound good?
Yep, I think that's a good idea.
All right. So this goes in order. We will be attending. Mark your calendars. Write it down. If you're ever looking to pickpocket me, you'll know where to find me. You can find me at Transworld. Amy and I will be at Transworld. How many days are we going to be at Transworld, babe?
5.
5 days at Transworld. So probably won't be able to miss me. We will also be attending Midwest Haunters Convention. So you can see us at MHC this year. After that, we will be going to the Texas Haunters Convention, which we went to last year. It was a wonderful time. That's actually where we bought our very first pneumatic prop, speaking of pneumatic props, that we never got to use because of the fire. But still a wonderful, wonderful convention. We will be attending Spirit Halloween's flagship grand opening. We have done that now for the last, this would be our fourth year, Amy? Mm-hmm. Our 4th year attending Spirit. I'm not sure if we're going to be waiting in line for animatronics because they've kind of allowed animatronics to be purchased before grand opening the last 2 years. And so...
Well, there were some props that they did not release, though, until grand opening, just so you know.
Yeah, but majority of the animatronics were available beforehand. So we will see about that. We still haven't decided. We will also be attending Party City's grand opening. We went last year, and it was amazing. I urge all of you to go. It is also in New Jersey. It's a bit different vibe than Spirit Halloween. Spirit Halloween's is a big, has a big festival and stuff, but it's also a lot of waiting in line. And Party Cities wasn't really like that, which was really, really refreshing. And in my opinion, they just had cooler entertainment, not to pit them against each other, but it was a really, really, really cool event. So we will be attending that as well. And then we'll be visiting home haunts. So as the summer gets closer and closer, we will talk about where you can sign up to have your home haunt listed, the dates that you'll be open, where your haunt is located with an address, and how to get in contact with you as well, and if it is okay to film. And so Amy and I are really looking forward to that. A lot of travel this year. So if you're looking to meet with us, Transworld will be there for 5 days. Midwest, probably 2 days. Texas Haunters is probably 1 day. Oh, who was that? Was that the corner of my eye? Who was it? Somebody just subscribed, I believe.
Yeah. It should be coming up here.
I missed you. It was out of the corner of my eye. I just caught it. But Transworld 5 days, Midwest probably 2 to 3 days, Texas will be 1 day, Spirit Halloween flagship 1 to 2 to possibly 3 days, Party Cities will be 1 day most likely, and then visiting haunts. So you have multiple ways that you can catch up with us. And another thing that Amy and I have discussed but haven't put anything into motion yet is if you are a membership for a certain length of time, which we will discuss once we plan it out, that there will be an exclusive piece of merchandise for you. And if we ever see you rocking that piece of merchandise, ooh, buddy, just telling you, it might be the best day of that day. I don't know. But yeah, who was it, Amy? Did you find out who it was?
The terrier. It was, yeah, hold on, let me go back.
She's trying to read. The terrier?
Yeah.
Like the dog?
Yeah.
Terrier.
Yeah.
It's just called the terrier? How you doing, the terrier?
No, it wasn't the. It was hold on.
You just said the terrier.
I know. Because I remember the second word.
I just poked myself in the eye when I was trying to put my hand on my forehead. This is what Amy does to me. Amy.
What?
Who was it?
Hold on.
Amy.
I'm gonna get it.
Who was it? Amy. doesn't know who it was. Amy, was it the terrier? Was it a dog, Amy?
No, it wasn't a dog.
Amy.
Well, maybe. Maybe it was a dog.
Amy, was it the terrier?
It did say terrier. I thought it said like terrifier or something, but it didn't say terrifier.
Amy.
It said terrier.
Amy.
Maybe.
Amy. Was it
Stop.
was it a terrier?
Hold on.
Was it an actual dog?
It was.
It was an actual dog.
Stop.
I'm just asking if you knew.
I don't know.
Why are you yelling right now?
I need somebody. Steve usually helps out with this. Do you remember what it said?
I don't think that it's appropriate for you to raise your voice at me.
Um.
Okay, you're gonna scare the dog, the terrier.
Stop it. Toby the terrier.
There we go. What is up? Toby the terrier in the house. Toby the terrier. Come to find out, it's probably Tommy the terrier, but Amy wasn't able to read it.
That was from Bobby K. Okay, he knows.
Okay, thank you, Bobby K, for shouting out Toby the terrier. Amy, can you pull up the live stream again instead of you reading an encyclopedia trying to figure out what a terrier is? Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so Toby the terrier. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, man. I saw that somebody, there it is, Young Crouchy Boy. Will you click on Young Crouchy Boy's comment real quick? Said, are we doing calls tonight? And no, we are not. However, we will be doing calls on our first member live. So if you are not a member and you want to do calls, join right below us. So, do we want to go ahead and get into this unboxing, Amy?
Yes.
Okay, well, I want to see if they want to. So, if you guys want to do an unboxing of this frickin' prop that scared the crap out of me, go ahead and type, you know what, type a dog emoji for Toby the Terrier. For Tommy the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It's Toby.
Yeah, that's what I said. For Terry the Terrifier. For Thomas the Tank Engine. For Topanga the Turtle. Topanga the Turtle. Here we go. All right, let's see. What is Spooky News talking about? I see Spooky News is asking a question, Erm.
Yes. So we have a bunch of questions that people have been asking, so we'll have to get to those. But as you build the prop, of course, I'll ask the questions. But what Spooky News is talking about is he's going to be doing a documentary on the Halloween community.
Ooh.
And he's asking if you'd like to be in it.
Sure, of course. I would love to. That's if you consider me to be a part of the Halloween community.
Really?
I'm just saying, I don't know. I got spots in front of my face because this green light shined right in my eyeball, and now I can barely see the camera. Don't look directly into the sun. And stay hydrated.
The animatronic guy is saying it's not letting me join a membership.
Why not? It should. All right, let's see here. You got to click the button, my bud. Let's see what we got here. All right. This is the pneumatic prop, the clown pneumatic prop from Lowe's, which again I have not unboxed at all, and it actually seems like it's a bit strange. Ugh. Yeet. Kind of looks like a lot of it's in one piece, if not all of it. What's that? No, I'll lift every piece up. So this is the first piece I guess we can officially say we're unboxing, which, again, this is why I'm probably going to read the instructions, because not something that we normally come across. Looks like the flux capacitor from Back to the Future. But these orange and blue cords, as well as this plug, are going to the mechanism, whereas this clear, this not a hookah, This clear section looks like it will be going to our air compressor. Let me just grab this real quick so I can take off. Wish we had some scissors or my knife up here.
While you are getting that all set up, Savannah, I'm going to go ahead and ask some of these questions in here. Midnight Town Haunts asked, what membership?
So there is a YouTube membership that you can pledge a supportive amount over to the channel. It's different from doing a super chat or anything of that nature. And the cool thing about it is you get perks out of it. So if you were to, let's say, pledge $5 a month, you can get certain emojis and access to things that the average bear doesn't get access to. So it's a really cool feature that YouTube had hit us up to discuss. So valid until torn up, whatever that means. That's what one of the stickers says. It's valid until torn up. Never seen that before.
Do you want me to ask the next question?
Sure.
All right. So Horror Freak is asking, could you show the masks you've gotten via fan mail?
I have some of them over here, and then some of them are downstairs. They are currently attached to the wall, but let me see what I can do. I have two of them right here. Let me move this piece. So I have two up here and I have two downstairs. Two are on this wall and two are where we do our podcast. So here is one from the one and only Horror Freak that is on our wall. And here is the other one, which this one, I don't remember who it was from off the top of my head. I wish they would have signed the back. But very, very cool and creepy masks. That was a way of Horror Freak saying, hey, talk about the mask I made.
All right. Halloween Collector said, will you get a new zombie clown that fried on the one you had from home, or the one from Home Depot? Sorry.
The zombie clown from Home Depot. I wish I could. That is one of my favorite animatronics. It's actually still standing right behind Amy, and it does not work at all. And I wish that it did. I mean, technically it kind of works because I didn't have a mech that worked for it and ended up rigging up a Sunstar mech to it just so it had some movement and sound, but I really wish I didn't do that. I may try to fix it somehow with a completely different mech just so he can have some mouth movement and allow his eyes to light up again. But there's no way for me to it's all points of messed up. So I would love to have another one. Amy, this is interesting. There are weight bags that I'm assuming we were supposed to fill up with some kind of weight. So there's one. There's two. Three of these bags that I'm assuming you're supposed to have in order to set this up safely and properly. We didn't open the box to look at that anytime before, so we're not going to have those on this. Wish me luck. All right. Here is the head, which let me fluff his hair out a bit because it looked like he's been in a box for about 8 months. It is a foam-filled latex head, it feels like, which I'm surprised by because it's very heavy and kind of seems like it would be a plastic head. However, this is smaller than a typical animatronic head. Amy, will you hand me Ice Cream Clown, who's right behind you? See his head right there? Over your other shoulder. Right there. There you go. Just so I can show the size difference. Yeah, just toss it right here. Just toss it. Thank you. So just so you guys can see the size difference. I think when I caught him, his mouth looked a little tweaker-ish. But huge difference in size. Kind of what I would consider to be the size of a tabletop prop, which I'm not a fan of tabletop props. So, wish his head was a bit bigger.
All right, so here is the guy that subscribed earlier. We had it wrong.
It wasn't Toby the Terrier?
It was not.
Canelo the Terrier. Who said Toby?
Bobby and Steve.
You guys are both
fired.
wrong. Toby the Terrier. Sorry, your new name Canelo is now Toby. I don't know. So there's the head. I'm going to go ahead and put down. Spring replacement. That's interesting. I've never seen something like that before. And it looks like there's instructions. A second set of instructions. Maybe just for replacing the spring. Instructos. The plug. His clothes, which I want to see the quality of these. Neck ruffle. And take the stickers off of them. Anybody who keeps stickers on their animatronics, you drive me crazy.
All right, Haunted Ghoul, real quick, said, where did you get the popcorn bucket in the background?
This was actually made by my mom. My mom made this bucket. This is the box is actually made out of poster board and red duct tape. She printed out a thing that says, actually it's just an oval that she cut, and then where it says popcorn, my mom, here, let me move this real quick. I thought she had printed it, but now that I see it up close, popcorn dropping. My mom actually wrote that herself. Believe it or not, it looks really carnival-ish. But it's a very, very, very large box of popcorn. There's popcorn falling out left and right. And then what this is, these kernels of popcorn, which you can see have different color kernels inside of it. I think there's like another color of it somewhere. Either way, you kind of see like this one has some orange to it as well. This is just tissue paper. Let me see if I can get the coloring right, or the tissue paper and spray foam. And she made this gigantic popcorn thing for us. Now, this actually was used in our haunt one year. There is a slit in the front, which you can kind of see on camera. We were giving tickets to people who were attending our haunt. It was before we had like a clicker to count how many. And people were to put the ticket inside here so we knew how many people came through. Needless to say, we didn't keep that idea because not everybody put their tickets in. But yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. This has been in our movie theater as well. And it is amazing. I have a really, really, really awesome mom that is extremely creative and big old popcorn bucket. So thank you for noticing. All right, we got something here, an arm or something. I don't know if the foam stays with it or not, but the foam has a sticker, so I'm going to assume it does. There's E and C, and this is extremely heavy duty. Like, this one is freaking heavy, bro. Like, I don't know if, I think there's like animatronics that probably weigh around that same weight. some bubble wrap. His hands are also foam latex. Or like latex filled with foam. Look a little alien-ishy with how long the fingers are. Guess it would go that way. But really nice quality. I'm really surprised by the quality so far. So far, we'll see.
So someone earlier was asking is that a chomper?
A biter.
Asked if that was made by Haunted Hills Productions.
No, this was not. This one was actually made by Jacked Up Builds on YouTube, which we were the first people to have a Jacked Up Builds chomper. This was given to us sometime last year from Jacked Up Builds on YouTube. And then for flagship last year, we were gifted another one that looked just like Jack the Reaper, which we gave away to the winner of the flagship Olympics. So great question. This is another thing I want to talk about when it comes to Transworld. You go to Transworld and something like this at Transworld, I think costs like damn near $200. Really, it's a pooper scooper that you would normally pick up dog crap with, a styrofoam head, and he's added some hair, he's added some clay teeth, and some paint and glue. So, you know, things that we look at there at Transworld, you can kind of figure out ways to make it for much, much cheaper, which I always urge folks to do. He did a really amazing job at the eyes on this thing. And again, this is all just paint. I believe he airbrushed the eyes, but... So, Jacked Up Builds. Go check them out. Here is... Holy moly, this thing is heavy. All right. Whoa. Dang. All right, there's something here that says... Safety warning. Do not... Good thing I read that it said do not. But it says safety warning. Do not remove protective cover. So we won't remove the protective cover there. So, this is very interesting. Again, a completely pneumatic piece. This bottom part is probably the heaviest steel that any commercial, like, box store has put together. I'm actually really surprised by the quality of that. So I think I might take this piece off, but I don't know if I'm supposed to. But yes, I believe so for the head. So we'll take that off. I think I'm going to try to do a bunch of this without the instructions, Amy. What do you think?
No.
No.
I don't want you to ruin it.
We will have to, as we get closer to the end of this build, move the camera to the ground. But for the time being, we will leave the camera right where it is, and I'll just explain what I'm doing. Yeah, because if not, then you guys are going to have to look at my knees the whole time, and nobody wants to do that. So, let me move my water. Make sure you stay hydrated. So let's see here. I don't even know what I did with this Oh, there they are. All right, I was going back to these clothes. I want to check out these clothes, the quality of them. Pretty decent, except for this part. Feels like it will rip very easily, but I believe that's just supposed to lay on the ground. This is kind of, again, what I consider to be more of a tabletop prop. I would have preferred that their zombie grandpa that they had, where he's like, "Argh!" I would have preferred that motion as opposed to the motion that we're receiving with this particular prop. So, and you can see here, let me show you guys. God dang, this thing is heavy. You can see here that it will move back and forth as such. It doesn't look like it goes any further than that. So, just trying to figure out which way the front is. I would assume, looking at the arms, that that arm would go that way. So I would assume this is the front, which doesn't really make sense, but maybe it does make sense. I don't know. So I guess he doesn't like lurch at you. He actually just kind of lurches away. I don't know. We'll figure it out together. Does anybody in the chat own this prop? And if so, how do you like it? I'm really interested. Really interested to see what you say. The cool thing is it seems like you plug in the plug from the box and not from the actual prop itself. And its control box, there's quite a bit of this this air cord that can be away from the prop, which is kind of nice. Kind of like that. See that LH Haunts says that he has the animatronic. Does anybody else have this animatronic? Really interested. God dang. Alright, let me do this over here. I do not want to plug this into the compressor just yet, because chances are it will start going haywire. Maybe not until I plug it in, I don't know. But we're going to hold off on that piece. Alright, let's see if we can figure out what we're doing without actually doing it. I want to do it without instructions if possible. So, one of the arms, and then the other arm, which they're weighted different. So, there's got to be a reason that these are weighted differently. This one has like a... Wow, I don't know if you guys can see, but this one has like a bent, curved metal inside. You can kind of see at an angle. But this particular one has like a... it allows movement. You can see here there's like a joint to it. So that's cool.
So LH Haunts said if he doesn't have weight, he will jump around, but if you put weight on, he will be fine. I recommend using weight.
Yeah, well, we do not have weights right now, so he's going to jump around. Okay, wow, it says, good thing I did read this. The left arm is C. And it also says that you need to tighten the bolts and nuts to avoid damage to the prop. So, all right. And make sure you tighten the crap out of this thing everywhere, it looks like. On its neck, its arm, his hands. If someone's really good at math, what is 22.5 kilograms in pounds? Does anybody know? Because I don't. Amy, do you know? You're good at math. What?
I didn't even hear you.
What is 22.5 kilograms in pounds? Do you know? Does ya know, huh? Yeah. Where's his sensor go? He has a sensor, but I can't see.
You said 22.5 kilograms, right?
Correct. That's 22.5 kilograms.
That'd be 49 pounds.
Bro, they want 150 pounds on this dude? Holy moly. Oh, it goes into his neck ruffle. That's a... Dude. That's a trip. Amy, this guy's going to go haywire.
We need to get weights.
Well, we don't have any. So...
Then maybe we shouldn't turn them on. He's gonna mess up.
He's not going to mess up. He's just going to probably do a front flip.
We do not need to do that.
Amy, we're going to let him do a front flip. It's not the end of the world.
You mean do a kick flip?
He might do a kick flip, yes. All right, so I think that this one went here. It says left arm, but is it talking about his left arm or my left? Is it his left or my left? I don't know, but we find out. All right, we got that arm in. Let's go ahead and put his costume on that arm. Amy, do you want to go ahead and... There you go.
Yes, I was getting ready. All right, animatronic guy said, what prop customizations would you want to do? I plan to finish my ultimate wacky mole after I finish nozzles with my mouth movement.
That's amazing. I actually have a wacky mole head that I haven't even used yet, haven't plugged it in yet, where his eyeballs actually spin. So if you have mouth movement, I think that's the last thing you're waiting on, man. You got to get the spinning eyeballs. But I would love... I wish that nozzles had mouth movement. I do know somebody that made their nozzles have mouth movement. However, the mouth movement wasn't able to like line up to the sayings. So that part kind of defeats the purpose, in my opinion. Right? Like, we don't just want him looking like he's chewing bubblegum. There's got to be some way to make the mouth movement line up with his sayings. But I wish that Nozzles did, because he's such a cool-looking prop. I know you guys don't really see anything I'm doing right now, but trust me.
You want me to move it down?
I mean, if you want to, it's
I will just in 1 second. I'm going to
kind of pushed all the way back here.
ask this question. Connor Hunt said, I have this one. It's amazing. Where do I send fan mail to?
Oh, great question. You can actually send it to P.O. Box 5, Aubrey, Texas, 76227. That's interesting. Is there like a something for his head? I don't know, because I don't read instructions. Maybe we should, because
Yeah,
there's a chance that is wherever the instructions even went to. I don't even know. Sounds like there's a chance that his head is gonna just fly off. Here they are.
All right, here is another question here from Haunt Shark. He says, if you were able to get Wolf Spider, would you customize him as a clown if you could?
I would love to have Pennywise as a spider. Wicked Makers made a Pennywise spider out of Lucky Bottoms. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, I would totally be down for that. That'd be awesome. I'd be really excited to see something like that.
Another question from PJ Lewis said, "Can't you get some weights from your home gym?"
What home gym? Do you mean my stepdad gym? My homie gym? I can get some weights from my homie gym. Come over here and stand on it and lose a toe.
All right. The next question is from Orange. And this subscriber said, "Do you know how to create professional Halloween animatronics? I want to make a pumpkin tree creature."
So it depends if you're looking to have it electric or if you're looking to have it pneumatic. There is multiple kits and YouTube videos on how you can make your own animatronic. I personally like to, when I do a custom animatronic, it's usually me taking pieces from an already released animatronic and customizing it. So, new clothes, new head, new sayings, things of that nature. What is so silly, Amy?
Nothing.
Something. What is so silly? I see you're saying don't tell Savannah, so
Okay.
that says spitter, not spider.
I'm sorry.
So a wolf spitter is different than a wolf spider, which a wolf spider is a real thing. It's a big spider, big hairy spider. But a wolf spitter would be cool. I actually had a wolf spitter for a short time and sold it to our friend Brick Thunder, who has it in his haunt now. So yeah, I'm gonna move my chair out of the way. I believe it's pretty much good to go.
All right, I'm going to ask another question from Halloween Collector. Halloween Collector says, "Will you ever get another dead humor clown?"
Hold on 2 seconds. A dead humor clown? Maybe. I mean, again, it's a tabletop prop, which I'm not really a fan of the tabletop props. So I'm not sure. Connect the air hose from the function control box. To an appropriate air compressor. Place the function control box as far away as possible from the pneumatic base and body frame. After connecting the air hose to the compressor, please check that the air pressure is at 0.3 MPa or 43.5 PSI shown on the air pressure regulator. Okay. And then we just plug them in. I think after that. I think that's it, Amy.
That's scary.
Yeah, we did not do the weights, so that'll be interesting. And yeah, let's get to plugging it into our trusty air compressor here first.
Do you want me to move the camera?
Sure, if you'd like to move the camera, I'm going to go ahead and
Like,
move everything over here. Let's see.
oh, sorry, guys. I think that's as low as it's gonna get.
Why is that coming up?
What do you mean? Did you read the instructions, right?
Kinda.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's what I said. Kind of.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe I'm missing a step here. Doesn't say anything about that. It just says, we'll go back and make sure. Well, that's in Spanish. That's in French. Let me make sure. So, it literally says, oh, that's the drain valve. Is it supposed to be draining the whole time?
Training.
Draining, not training.
I didn't. I said draining. Draining. This camera is all backwards. Let's see how we can do this.
I don't know. There it goes. Did you see it move?
What?
The crowd.
No.
It did.
Trying to get this set
Well,
up.
I'm ready to plug it in when you're ready.
Well, should I mute the so we don't scare everybody?
What are you talking about?
Are
Mute
you-
what?
Is the air compressor already?
Yeah, it's already filled. It's not going to make any sounds.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm scared.
I'm just plugging it in. Do you want to bring the camera lower?
Well, that's what I was trying to do.
You're going to have to probably bring it backwards
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
to get the whole thing. There we go. All right. Here we go, guys. No weights. The head is not bolted on.
Hold on a sec. Let me.
Why don't you get a more stable
There.
box?
That's fine.
All right, so we're going to plug this son of a gun in. Again, his head is not bolted on at all, and there are no weights. We might say goodbye to my shins and toes.
I'm really scared.
Here we go. We ready?
No.
Too bad. Plugging it in.
Oh my gosh. I'm scared.
It says it's red.
This is a bad idea.
It says it's red, and when it's green, it will go off.
Oh gosh. My heart is racing.
You guys can see it's red.
I'm very scared right now.
Start screen recording. That head, I imagine.
Oh my gosh. Can you like unplug it really quick?
Why?
Oh my god. Freaking out.
Oh, you're talking about once it starts going?
Yes.
Yeah,
The animatronic kid said his head is probably going to fly off.
I know.
You know.
Yeah, it's not bolted on.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
When the green light appears, it says it'll be ready.
LH Hunt said you have to press the button for it to turn green.
Hold on. The
Haven't
infrared sensor has red light appears and allows the item to be activated only if triggered by using a step pad.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So we push the button. We ready?
No.
Here we go. Amy. That wasn't bad. What'd you think? Amy?
It was fine.
Here, I don't know if they could hear it. Hey! Go! Go again! You son of a bitch! All right, let me say something real quick. So, he's very loud, which I see some of you guys commenting. I turned the PSI exactly to what the instructions say.
Can we turn him down and turn the PSI up, maybe? So that way we're
Well, the
not...
instructions are exactly where the PSI is supposed to be. But you want to turn it up? We can turn his volume down?
Yeah, you can turn it up just a little.
Sure, let's see.
Just a little, please. Not, like, crazy.
I'm turning it.
LH Hunt said that he runs it at 60 PSI.
$60 PSI on this piece or 60 PSI on his compressor? Because our compressor is at 90, but this one is at, it will not go past the mark that it tells it to. So let's plug it in again.
Oh, Jaden said the PSI inside the control box is locked, so no
Yep.
matter what your compressor is at, it won't let any more air than this preset PSI.
Yeah. So, Amy, clap your hands. Hey, bitch! Go! That's pretty damn violent.
Yeah,
However-
it's loud. Definitely loud.
Almost knocked over my cup of water. One thing I will say about the guy, though, is, yeah, he's a pneumatic prop. But, there we go. We need some... He's a pneumatic prop, but, I don't know. Amy, what do you think?
I mean, he's okay. He's good to have in, like, your haunt.
I don't know if it would be scary. I think that the pneumatic grandpa is a better use of pneumatics. You know, this guy's just jumping up and down.
Yeah,
and,
but if you had him outside and you had the volume turned up really loud.
his sound scares me more than anything because it all starts off like going buck wild.
That was better.
Well, it's because I was holding it down.
Yeah.
Get your ass over here. Oh no. The thing that bothers me about this guy is that most of the time, he's like just going max, 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 and doing a little pop. See, watch. Up, down, up. He's just like, ugh.
So
Level of 1 to 10. What are you guys thinking? His air pressure's down a lot because I have the compressor off, so he's calming down, as you can see. I almost feel like if I cut his spring in half, we'd see more movement out of it, if that makes sense.
All right, Wicked Weatherman gave it a 1. L Sideshow Hunts gave it a 5. Saucy Skunk gave it a 5. Orange gave it 0.000001. The Halloween Hooligan gave it a 4. The Realist gave it a 6. Jacked Up Builds gave it a 5. Mario Sonic Freddy gave it a 5. Bobby K gave him a 7. JJ Halloween 6. Young Crouchy Boy, 1,000 bajillion out of 10. LH Haunt said 10. He loves him. Connor Haunt gave him a 10. Squirrel Gone Wild, a 2. Haunt Shark, 5.5. Juiced Boy, a 6.5 out of 7. PJ Lewis, a 2. Animatronic Guy, a 4. Halloween Collector, a 1. That Halloween Person, a 4. That Spirit FNAF fan gave him a 2. Spooky News gave him a solid 10. So it's kind of all over the board.
I do like that I can ask him yes or no questions as his air is released from his pneumatic piston. So, Pneumatic Clown, do you think you're a crappy prop? Yes or no? Think about it. Yeah? Yeah, I agree too. Kind of disappointed. Again, I know I'm looking at him right now with almost like no air pressure in him. I'm trying to get it all out right now, even though I know I could just release it from the valve. This is a little more funny.
So Halloween Collector asks, Savannah, what's your rating? What do you give him?
Maybe a 3? Maybe. I mean, he moves. His sound scared me more than anything. But he's small. I don't think his movement is amazing, even at full air. Again, I wish it was more like the grandpa, where he's like moving around. As opposed to whatever this guy is doing. You know, because it's a half prop, like because half of his body is somewhere, I would want to use him. If I used him in our display, I would use him where it looked like he was standing behind something and give the impression that he's a full-sized prop. But I'm just not overly impressed. Or even a lot of the times when I unbox an animatronic, even if it's just for like 10 minutes, the animatronic becomes my favorite animatronic at that time, right? And it's because you're dealing with a new prop, new sounds, new movement, new look. This dude is just not that.
Except for this one.
Yeah, this one wasn't a definitely wasn't the number one. Trying to like fix his face a little bit too. I probably wasn't the best. Get the hair out of his face so you guys can. We have 3 heads when it comes to this particular prop. This one, which was the commercially released one with the big small skull with the big holes in the side of it to cheap out on the plastic. That looks like, well, like that.
Steve said to head swap.
I all of a sudden like him more now.
Oh yeah, he definitely looks scary.
I like him more. Oh my goodness. He doesn't even have his neck ruffle on. But we have 3 heads to this guy. We have the first release, then we have the fixed second release, and then we also have the prototype head.
Can you make him go off again?
Uh, I'd have to fill it up with some air. You want me to turn the compressor on?
Let me mute you so that way they don't have to hear it.
All right. All right. Yeah, muted?
Yep.
Let's see what this bad boy does with his new head. He may be better now. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. Go. Hey! Get going. Hop, bop, bit. His sensor. Gotta pull his sensor out. There we go. All right, let's count to 3 again. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go! His head moves back and forth. So much better.
I love it. I love it.
Doesn't he look better than the normal one? Go. Dude. Go. He's so much better.
I love it. I love it. Now let's rate him.
10. Dude, he has head movement now? I think we just found the head we're going to use, and this guy's head. Well, yeet!
Love it.
His hair matches the costume. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, this is like the best thing ever. Go again. Go, you. There you. His PSI is almost none again.
Yeah.
I love it. One more time. Let's go, buddy. Alright, I think you would need new audio that would be crying. Like, oh my god, I can't believe it! They're gonna repossess my car! Right? He's like, I haven't seen my kids in weeks! Oh, they don't like me! Oh, I'm such a depressed person! I owe $400 on unreturned library books! Help me! Spare change. It's like as he gets lower PSI, he just gets more depressed. He's just like, oh, end it, please. Please, somebody, just help me rid myself of this world I live in. Someone said put a piano in front. That'd be a good idea.
You want me to go get one? There's one right here.
I gotta turn up the air compressor again.
Oh, dang.
It takes 2 seconds.
Wait, hold on. Let me turn the...
No, someone said they wanted to hear it.
Why? It's loud.
You go get the piano. I'm gonna turn this up. Piano. You ready? You guys ready? Play it again, Sam! Yep. Sam, where's your freaking sensor? Play! It came off! His head came off!
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious.
Uh-oh.
What? What? What's wrong?
It was... At least mine was kind of glitching. Hopefully it wasn't for everybody else.
You're what? You're what? I fell off the first try!
It was lagging. Yeah, they missed it, they said.
They missed what? His head fall off?
Yeah. That sucks. That sucks. They missed it all.
They didn't get to see him play his piano? Dude, why is it falling off so much now? It was doing an amazing job. There we go. I think that one's better. Ah!
That sucks.
Oh.
Alright.
Go up. Crap, I'm trying to get it to stop when it's up. Go up. Okay, no matter what, when I push it, it stops it. Well, Amy, what are your thoughts?
I definitely like Heckle's head but over the other one.
Yeah.
That's perfect. It's a perfect combination. His audio is really loud, so I think that he would be great, like I said, like as a jump scare.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have to let all the air out.
All right, while you're letting all the air out, we will answer this question from Spooky News, and he's saying, where can I get in touch with you so I can put your video clips in for the documentary?
You can email us at savannahpsychocircus@gmail.com. You can hit us up on any of our social media, including Discord, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All of our contact info should be in the description of the live. If not, then you can go to pretty much any of our videos, and the description will be have our contact information. It's almost all done. Does anybody have the old man pneumatic prop from Lowe's, and does it have the same head mech piece? Or same hands mech piece? I don't think it has the same hands. Which I don't think matters so much, but the head definitely. Because, yeah. And also, I wonder if I could take this mech box and, sure I could take this mech box, yeah, remove the cords to the cylinder and, set up the same mech piece to the old man so that we can have the clown laugh to him. But, I'll have to figure out the best way to do that with without having an unusable old man mech.
The Halloween Hooligan said, did you get this guy on sale? I don't think he is worth a $300, almost $400.
So yes, we did get him on sale. I believe we got him, could have been after Halloween?
I think it was November.
And I think that we got him, can you move the camera? I think we got him after, you can see more of the art that we were talking about. But I think we got him after Halloween, and I think we might have paid like $120 or something. It wasn't a lot, I'll tell you that much. Which is the only reason why I can't give the guy a 0, because it was cheaper than most animatronics that we've purchased. So let me move this over here. So can't complain too much about it, but I just don't see how it would be. I don't see, it even said on the instructions, warning, this is a jump scare prop. His sound and the freaking air compressor scared me more than anything. But yeah, I don't know.
Nate Scare said you should do. Oh, hold on a second. You guys should do more Frankensteining animatronic lives if you can. I miss those.
So I miss those too. The only thing about that, so I don't know of anybody who did it before us, which is why we came up with the term Frankensteining. Because it was like, hey, what do we call these? Let's just call them Frankensteining, because you're taking parts from different bodies and making a creature. And we would name them, and it was fun. And then a YouTuber or two pretty much made a whole career off of doing that same thing. And then when we went to do them again, somebody was like, "Oh, you're trying so hard to be this YouTuber or that YouTuber," and it's like, actually, bro, do your research. We did it far before that other person, and that other person is, the other person is like publicly subscribed to us. So, it just made me feel a certain way that was like, I don't, if I know it was fun for me and I know it was fun for some of you guys, but like last thing I want to do is ever be accused of copying somebody else's content, which I think we've done a pretty damn good job at being extremely original when it comes to our channel. I don't think that like any of the people that we work with, like Tyler G, I don't think our channel is similar to his, except that we both do lives. And that he does certain things when he gets a super chat, and we do something when we get a super chat. Brick Thunder, we both do unboxings, but the way he does his unboxings and the way I do mine are completely different. Ryan's does more like commentary. Even when he's doing unboxing, he kind of goes into the history of it, which I really love. But again, that's not like how our channel is. Jade and the Haunters content is different than ours. I just tried to be pretty original, so I don't ever want to be accused of jacking somebody else's stuff.
All right, the creepy clown guy said, I think I'm thinking of starting a clown theme haunt. Do you have any tips?
Oh man, do I have tips for you? I sure do. Actors. If you're doing an actual haunted house, we have, and actually maybe that's another thing we need to do, Amy, is like a DIY. I don't know if it would be videos or like instructions or something, but like a DIY. 'Cause somebody asked me on Discord recently how we made our walls in the garage. And I went into detail for that person, which I don't think I've ever really done. I mean, I went into the size of the PVC, where to get all of the stuff from. And we still have a couple walls up where we might be able to discuss that.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, man, and advertise. That's the other thing. Advertise. And I don't necessarily mean advertising online. You can do that. Facebook is a great place because you can advertise locally. Same with the Nextdoor app you can advertise on. But we, when we really started getting attention, we started going to, what was the place we had the flyers made, babe? You remember that company?
U-printing?
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh yeah, it was, because I picked them up in Dallas. We went to uprinting.com and had flyers made, and make sure they're designed really well. I actually don't even have any of our flyers, and I wish I did, because they were freaking amazing looking.
I have one.
Do you?
Yeah.
We need to hang it up.
Okay.
And what, you going to grab one?
No. I mean, I can. Where's the...
Oh, about the power off? Good thing you noticed it. Just touch it right here.
It's not letting...
Touch.
Oh.
See? I just had to touch it. But we went to like Spirit Halloween, and they allowed us to put like the local Spirit Halloweens. They allowed us to put flyers on their counter. We did the same thing at Party City, and then I took a stack, and we would hit up like cars at Walmart or the grocery store and just put them on the windshield. And I don't know if they want you to, but it's what we did, and got a lot of attention.
All right, Midnight Town Haunt said, will you do Death Before Decaf again? I'm waiting for you to do it again.
Probably no. Probably not. It was a daily upload where we just kind of talked about an update of what was going on with the channel, what was going on with the haunt. I don't think that we'll do Death Before Decaf. If we do, it would probably be a members only video series, which is actually a pretty good idea now that I think about it. And it was a daily upload, and they might be 2 to 3 minutes long. But it was just me talking about what was going on in my life. and what was going on with the channel, what was going on with the haunt. And for some reason, you guys keep asking for it, and I don't get why. 'Cause I don't know. But if we do, it might be a weekly thing as opposed to daily, and then we would just do 2 to 3 minutes as probably a member-only series. Because I figure that the people that want to see that series are people that are invested in who we are and who the channel, like what the channel is. And I don't want to bog down normal videos with something so short and personal.
Next is Connor Haunts. He said, I think I'm starting a haunt in my garage. Do you have any tips?
Yeah, man, build some walls and use every inch that you possibly can. Completely clear out your garage. Don't keep a corner for your lawnmower or buckets of paint or anything of that nature. Use every single inch in your garage. I would not recommend putting up any solid wooden walls unless you plan on keeping your garage that way, because to take down wooden walls and put them back up and take them down and put them back up is a pain. We did in our garage some wooden walls that have stayed up the whole time, and then we did some PVC and plastic, and you can still decorate the PVC and plastic. You can still hang stuff on the PVC and plastic. And it was extremely not extremely. It was affordable. And it was easy to learn. I'll put it that way. And it got better and better and better each year. You have to make sure that that plastic is tight, though. Tight on that PVC, because if it's wavy at all, it looks like crap.
Here's another really good question from Gunner's Corner, and he said, do you need a big house Halloween haunts?
Nope, you do not need a big house to do any haunts. We did majority of our haunt in our garage, which was just an average garage size. But when you take up every inch, and you also make sure that you don't have any walkways that are too long. I think the longest walkway we had was 8 feet long, Amy. Mm-hmm. And that was the longest one by far, and it was one that we used inflatable walls on, so people couldn't really tell how long it was anyway. But if you do long hallways like that, you're going to eat up a lot of space, and it's not going to be scary for people. So zigzag sheer walls on each side. So like going this way, you'll have a middle wall, and it might be the right side of the haunt going this way, and then when people turn around to come back that way, it might be the left side, or still their right side. But you know what I mean? Like, so I urge you to just take up every inch and have it zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. And don't make it like a left turn, a right turn, a left turn, a right turn. You got to make it like a left turn, a straight, a right turn, a left turn. Make it so it's unpredictable of where they go, but take up every inch.
All right, the Halloween Hooligan said, how packed does Trans World usually get? Is it hard to move around? It's my first year going, and I'm kind of curious.
It gets crowded, but I wouldn't say it's hard to move around. You'll see people there in like on like little hover around scooters for people who aren't really able to walk too well, or I've seen people in wheelchairs get around just fine. The convention walkways are probably about anywhere from 10 feet across to 15 to 20 feet across. So there's plenty of room. However, there are some sections that will get crowded, especially when an animatronic is going off. In front of distortions, it gets ridiculous at times, but it will all go through waves. As people walk in, a lot of people go straight to distortions. A lot of people go straight to the dark zone. Those sections will get a bit more crowded, but also, you know, it's like the earlier you go, the earlier in the morning you go, the more crowded it is, I feel. And then towards the end, either of the day or even towards the end of the convention, it eases up a bunch, because once you're there really for about a day and a half or 2 days, you've seen everything. We've stayed traditionally for 3 or 4 days, and this year, what are we saying? 5 days, Amy? 5 days, but realistically, like a day and a half, you see everything. At that point, you're just walking around to see the same stuff again. We get to meet folks, which is cool, but the other thing is that what we traditionally did was take ideas to make stuff at home. So instead of seeing a wall panel and saying, hey, we need to buy that wall panel for $400. No, we'll take pictures and video of it and go home and make it for $40. So
Connor Hunt says, how often do you guys live stream?
So we live stream, what would you say, babe? Like 2 times a month, 3 times a month?
That is, so we usually, well, there are times in the year where we do it every single week and multiple times a week, actually.
Yeah.
But lately, we've just had a lot going on lately. Of course, after Halloween, we took a little break like most haunters do. And right now, I think we did one a week ago. We're doing one right now. So we try to do it once a week, but, I would say 2 to 4 times a month. It just depends.
And I will also say that if you're a member of the channel, there is one live each month that is just for members. So that is a guarantee that we will be live once a month for members. So you'll be able to have fun here and all this other goodness, but on the live where it's just for members, we will be doing voice calls with people and playing games with people, playing video games with people. It's kind of a different vibe, but it's cool. It's fun. You should check it out.
Another question, Dragon Lord Hallows said, I can't decide whether to do a lab-themed haunt or a classic-themed haunt. What do you and Amy think?
Do you want to go first, Amy?
Well, I was going to say, realistically, you can do both. I'm not sure if you
That's
saw...
exactly what I was going to say.
I don't know if you saw Brick Thunder's haunt. Savannah and I were both at Brick Thunder's haunt this past season. We were helping scare and manage and all of that. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. But he had a variety. He had a certain section for a lab. He had a certain section for clowns. So realistically, if you can make it big enough, you can definitely do multiple different themes.
He had a laser swamp. He had a butcher section, a clown section, a scarecrow section, a mummy section, a cave, a hotel. You can do multiple sections, even in a smaller haunt like how our garage was. Mm-hmm. You can do multiple sections. However, I would say that the smaller the haunt, I wouldn't do as many. I wouldn't do 8 different themes, right? In a 2-car garage, we did clowns, but through the whole thing, but it would be different clown sections. Like the last year, there was a cotton candy section, there was a space section, there was a restaurant section, a jail section, a Killer Clowns from Outer Space spaceship section. So you could do different sections that are still themed to it. But what I would do is have the lab be one section or even one half of a haunt. And that's the other thing is that theme the crap out of your haunt. There's so many haunts that I've seen where what they do is they spread their theming across far too much. If you took all of that stuff and put it in 2 rooms as opposed to 20 rooms, those 2 rooms will look magnificent, will look pro. So all details matter. Walls, floors, ceilings. If you have light switches, that matters. Spider webs will matter. If just putting some dust on stuff will matter. If you're doing a lab theme, have different switches and different wires and different sounds. And that's the other thing is sound is a huge thing in a haunt. Huge thing in a haunt. We made sure that we had multiple speakers in almost every room that would, in the space room, for instance, you might hear, some cosmic sounds over here, and you might hear a spaceship over here, a takeoff over here, and it just causes so much immersion into a section. So make sure you focus on sound.
The Halloween Collector said, so the ones that aren't members can't watch it either, or they just can't ask in the chat?
So the people who are not members will not have access to those lives. Those lives are a bit more intimate, so they will not have access to them. And I think there might be some times where we allow people to watch, but we just don't. It would just be member-only chats. But for the first couple, at least, it will probably be members only on those lives. And it doesn't mean that you guys will be getting any less lives than you normally get. It just means that there will be an extra live or two for members as a way that we can say thank you for supporting the channel and helping us bring things like this guy to you. Great question, though.
All right. The animatronic kid has been asking multiple times and finally got to his question and said, have you seen the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? If so, what did you think?
I have not seen it. I've heard it's really good, though, but I have not seen it. To be honest, I've never even played a Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Yes, we have.
I haven't.
Board game.
The board. I'm talking about the video game, like what it's known for. I've never played them. I'm kind of familiar with what the story is without knowing all the details of it. Like, it's like a Chuck E. Cheese type thing. Animatronics come to life and they try to kill security. That's what I take from it. But I heard the movie was excellent. You know what else I haven't seen? I haven't seen the Spirit Halloween movie either. That I heard wasn't excellent. But the first trailer that they showed at Flagship 2 years ago, it looked like it was going to be scary. Like, not on an R-rated level, but like it was going to scare the crap out of people. And then I heard that trailer, we actually heard, I think that day, that trailer was cut to look scarier than the movie actually was. And that it was a little more little kiddish, which kind of sucks. But that's why I haven't ran out to go watch that flick.
All right. L Sideshow Haunt said, even though you don't do haunts anymore, do you still want a professional prop?
So, depends on what your definition of a professional prop is. We have a pneumatic mech downstairs that is a full-size pneumatic mech. But, obviously the haunt is MIA, so we'll probably be selling that mech. And it's, again, a full-size... It kind of does what Emmeline does, but on a pneumatic level. And it was not cheap, I'll say that much. But, like we have a distortions prop, which is really cool, but I haven't seen anything that's like, oh my gosh, I really want that, except for stuff that would be used perfectly for a haunted house. Some poison prop stuff, some Scare Factory stuff. We haven't seen, anything that I've seen that's a clown is like it wouldn't really work for a display, really. So, I'm not sure. I don't know how to answer that. Part of me says yes, part of me says no. I can think of other things to spend the money on when it comes to our channel and when it comes to our display, as opposed to a prop that really isn't going to have the shine that it deserves, if that makes sense.
All right. Jacked Up Builds said, are y'all planning on buying much at Transworld?
We never plan on buying much at Transworld, and then we do.
Yep.
So...
I really have been wanting...
The elevator.
You didn't even let me finish.
Okay, what did you want?
I was going to say the elevator.
See? But the thing about it is, like, even at a display, you can't really use that elevator.
It's really funny because today I was looking at something online, and I was like, "Ooh, look, this would be so cool." And then I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot we don't have a haunt."
Yeah. We have a very elaborate display, I'll say, but haunt is just not what I would classify what we had to do last year, what we were forced to do last year, and what we will continue to do. I don't think that is the correct term for us to use. Some people may call it that, but yeah.
I think the Texas Haunters need to get together and do a pro haunt.
That would be really cool.
That would include Jaden,
Ryan,
and Savannah, and me.
Let's do it. I'd be down. We got more than enough stuff that we could do it with. It's just where would we? And but I'd be down. I'd be down to do that. You know?
All right, next question is Gunner's Corner, and he says, "What do you do with your animatronics when you don't do haunts?"
We do a very large display. So we display the animatronics like we always have. We've always put our animatronics in a yard as like a display of seeing a circus. And there's even like little, almost like a little story if you pay attention to the display, like certain sections do certain things. But we've never really used animatronics in the haunt as a scare. It's only been to kind of cause either a distraction for people to look at, or like cause just a bit more into a particular scene. Actors is the way to go when it comes to scares, bottom line. And so we'll just continue to do our display that like we always have with our animatronics. So.
All right, this hasn't come up yet, but we'll go ahead and take care of it. Saucy Skunk sent in a $4.99
I gotta
super
get my other
chat
drumstick for Saucy Skunk.
and said, "What kind of animatronics would you like to see in future years?"
I want to see more servos. I want to see more pneumatics, but not like this one. More like the grandpa one, or even a full-sized one. I want to see more stuff that just pushes the boundaries of technology, and things that are more than just here I am standing. You know, we've had the lunging stuff, we've had the arm movement stuff. You know, we've had the head movement, or even the waist movement, or, you know, I want to see something different. And I want to see like a Dracula prop and a Frankenstein prop, which last year Party City had a really good Frankenstein prop. I really liked how it looked. And I want the 12-foots to make sense. I don't want to see a 12-foot witch. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't want to see a 12-foot baby. You know, like the werewolf made sense. The dude with the pumpkin head, what was he? I forgot what his name was. But like some of those that have like roots and stuff, that stuff makes sense. We have a 12-foot clown, but really a 12-foot clown doesn't even make sense.
I love him.
I know you do. And I guess it kind of makes sense with... No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense.
I agree with Jacked Up Builds. He said more jump scare props, in my
Yes.
opinion. 100%.
Definitely more jump scare.
Whoa!
I mean,
Your
it just popped up
donation
now.
calls for a celebration.
But definitely more jump scare props. You know, we bought Emmeline, not a clown. We bought Mr. Dark, not a clown. More jump scare props would be awesome. But you get a song there, Saucy Skunk. I ain't no punk. I'm just a saucy skunk. I got dead bodies in my trunk.
Oh my gosh, that went dark real quick.
Sorry. There you go. That's your song. Oh, gosh.
That's it.
Yeah, because what else am I going to write? Funk,
Yes.
Uh,
funk.
chunk.
Oh yeah.
Um,
He's a big.
check it out. I'm a monk. Home. So, there you go. All right. Well, we talked about how to become a member and gave a shout out to all of our members. We talked about the Halloween and Party Expo. We talked about the Trick Our Trio podcast, which you guys need to subscribe to. If you haven't done it yet, then really you don't love me. We talked about Trans World, Midwest Haunters, Texas Haunters, Spirit Halloween Flagship, Party City Grand Opening, and that we would be visiting haunts. And we will explain to you guys soon how to get on that list. I say soon, but later this year. And we unboxed this thing. Had a pretty eventful live. So we will not be going Wicked Weatherman to East Coast Haunters.
No, we will not.
That part we will not.
Sorry.
And we will continue to do the what I am calling the Scary Stories series. We
I didn't get to do it today.
have a lot of scary stories, but we are also doing other animatronics. We have done Party City animatronics. We have done Lowe's animatronics, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Home Depot? Just Party City. Oh, we did
Just Party City.
Party City, and we also did HalloweenCostumes.com.
Oh yeah, Bricks.
Yeah, so we will be doing more pretty much on a daily basis.
Tomorrow's gonna be Carnival Barker.
Ooh, tomorrow is
Yeah.
Carnival Barker. Morris, our first Morris prop. So stay tuned to those. I again, and I will say this a million times over, if you guys ever want something to fall asleep to that is kind of relaxing, go to our channel, choose playlists, and pick the Spirit Scary Stories animatronics playlist. There's like over 40 videos right now, and they're kind of even though that sounds spooky, they're kind of relaxing. I'm not gonna lie. So play the crap out of them because it helps us out. We are at around 13,500 subs, right, Amy? Mm-hmm. Maybe a little more. Do you know?
Just a little more, yeah.
And
At 15K.
at 15K, we're going to be giving away an animatronic. So push for folks to subscribe, and also the more that you watch helps us out. That's why another reason why I'm like, dude, put on the playlist and fall asleep. You don't got to watch it, but it'll help us out substantially. And you could win an animatronic. So
the Halloween collector did ask this question, and I'm curious because I don't know if we ever did it. The Halloween collector said, "When will you unbox Sutures the Clown from Menards?" Did we do that?
we did not do
What?
that.
But did he go out on this display?
He went out. Did he go out on display?
Maybe he didn't. Well, that will be, if we have not done that, we definitely need to do that next Friday.
We can. However, I want you to remember, Amy, that that particular prop needs a new motor. Brick Thunder was going to send us a new motor, and he hasn't done it yet. So maybe I need to jump on his case and be like, bro, mail it to me. But we need a new motor for him. We got him discounted at Menards, and it was the last one, and it was the display, and the motor was completely shot. Wouldn't even turn. His mouth had to have something fixed in it, which I've already done. But his motor to move his head back and forth is shot. So we will need a new motor. So I'll get on Brick Thunder's case about sending a new motor. If you guys are subscribed to Brick Thunder's channel, go to any one of his videos and be like, send Savannah a Sutures motor. That's all you got to say, and he'll know exactly what it is. Everybody should bombard his channel and say, send Savannah a Sutures motor. Sutures.
Gunner's Corner said, can you go to my house in San Diego to
I am
visit
born
his
and
haunt?"
raised in San Diego, and I would love to go back to San Diego and check out your haunt. Hell yes. I have, this whole arm is dedicated to San Diego. I have 619 tatted on me. I have the Interstate 8 sign here. I have palm trees. I have California up here. I got the SD up here. I mean, born and raised in San Diego. I would love to come by.
So we'll go see your haunt in San Diego, and then we're going to hit up Disneyland.
That works too. We can do that. We've been wanting to do a Disney trip with haunters.
Yep.
Which we really should plan. And all you guys are invited. It would be awesome. It would be amazing to be like, hey, check it out. Disney, Halloween time. Let's roll with it. And just mob through with 20 to 30 to 40 haunters going from ride to ride to ride to ride to ride. It'd be amazing. It'd be so cool. Imagine the pictures.
We
Love
did that
me
at
some
Six
Disney.
Flags.
We did do it at Six Flags.
For,
Not that many, but we did it with... Oh, well, we did it with a lot.
Yeah, we had like 12 or 15 people.
Yeah.
And that was for Flagship.
That's right. We did. We went to a Great Adventure. But it'd be awesome at Disney. We should plan that. So...
All right.
Well, cool. Thank you guys so much. Stay hydrated. I drank all my water, or most of it. It just dripped on my hand. Stay hydrated. Remember, bullies suck. If you see bullying, kill it. If you're a bully yourself or you catch yourself bullying somebody, just stop. It does not make you look cool. You look like a sucker. And look at my foot. And Maddox said, put the dogs away. Woo! And other than that, man, we now have double digits of our members, so we get to upload more emojis, and which we will be doing soon. And
We'll see him next Friday.
yes, sir. Happy haunts, guys. Peace out.